Good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? What's happening? What the business is? It is Thursday. OG Thursday Thunder. Might be a little dialogue. Might be a little bitch slapping.
Yeah.
Might be a little chin checking.
Uh,
Little security checkup. Was intending on doing a Atlanta Dream season recap. But our neighborhood dream expert is not available. The season closed out last night. I kind of sort of went to sleep on it. Had it medicated, had sinus headache, so I don't know who won. Uh, you know, but for all intents and purposes, quick checkup on Atlanta Falcons. Looks like all hands on deck. Look like Helms is gonna be available. Look like Mooney's gonna be available. Look like Drake gonna be available. From that standpoint, they were dressed out, full practice gear on today as well as yesterday. So it stands to reason that they're going to be making the trip to Minnesota. Look like this kicker that we picked up might gonna be making the trip to Minnesota as well. As far as that is confirmed for the most part. In other news, if too soon or just not career smart was a picture, the public relations director for the Carolina Panthers would be it.
mm-hmm.
He was fired on today. He decided that he was gonna put a picture of Charlie Kirk on his platform, his personal platform, with the background song playing from the Wu-Tang Clan, "Protect Your Neck." And he was immediately fired. Too soon, not smart, adding fuel to the fire, showing stupidity, all of the above. It's that right there. It was there was nothing funny about that. And to me, that action showed a very close-minded brain activity from that gentleman to post that with that particular song playing. Carolina released a little press snippet. We do not condone or stand for that particular, action and the action of that particular gentleman. Uh, all the corporate speak and all, that was just something that was beyond stupid and disrespectful. Whether you like the gentleman or not, he lost his life. In a very nasty way, whether you care for the things that he said or did not, it's still an unnecessary loss of life. I mean, if a person's opinion could drive you to kill them, then that's a you problem. And that's all I have to say about that. The Atlanta Falcons, the Atlanta Hawks, the Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta Dream, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia Southern, Georgia State. These are the sports anomalies that are diagnosed, analyzed, and talked about on this particular channel and several others that are related to the Unholy Alliance. Mad Mike Sports, Six Man K Styles, Tactician, Coach Unchained, Fresh, Slim Reaper, Franchise, Big Ant. This gentleman next to me, this young man next to me, we cover all said sports. We criticize said teams as well. We give them their flowers as players, as teams, when it is due. We take the time to do research, to give information, to go by our moniker, facts, stats, truth. Okay. Now, it may not please some of you because we don't spend 8 days a week, 25 hours a day, 395 days a year, talking about things in a negative fashion. Okay. Obviously, some people do not watch, or they have selective vision. We don't sugarcoat nothing over here. Okay. Raheem, y'all saw last year, Raheem fucked up. We rode his ass all year. When Kirk, and you all know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Council Cousins. Okay. We all have our varied opinions in said sports. You know how I feel about Brian Snicker as a coach, as manager of the Braves. You all know how I feel about the general manager of the Braves. Okay. You know how I felt about the goings ons in what has gone on over the past couple of years in the Hawks front office and ownership. All right. There's no sugarfoot or sugarcoating going on over here. We search out the information. We argue amongst ourselves about said information. So by the time it gets to this point where we are now, we're giving you an informative product, an entertaining product, a conclusive product. Now, my perspective of these here dirty birds don't necessarily please any and all of everybody. What it do, Christy? Hey, Sonya. What up, E? May not please everybody because, you know what I'm saying, we're not all hell raising all the time. All right. If you've watched and you've listened, you saw my show Monday. You saw what I had to say about the defense. You saw what I've been saying about the defense all week. Okay. You saw what I had to say on yesterday about the offense. All right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Even my selective opinion during preseason, off-season moves, what I did like, what I was iffy on, whatever the case may be. But, we give varied opinions. We share our analysts. We do the work to bring the information that comes from this platform, our platform, most notably known as the Conglomerate Unholy Alliance, Mad Mike Sports, Mad Mike Network, in conjunction with presenting you with Mr. White Network. There is nothing soft about our opinions and perspective. We know this because many of you that watch have said so. You know what I'm saying? And it is funny to me when content creators out there that don't necessarily have a cute opinion of us. Some that have come onto some of our platforms and try to be that guy, and it don't work out all too well. I mean, so much so, some have gone off to be content creators in the Carolina Panthers community.
Right.
Some of them, as audience members, go hang out. They hang out in the Carolina Panthers community. You know what I'm saying? You have some that have a varied opinion because they have lost their channels. And most notably due to the fact that you don't follow instructions or you don't adhere to the information that's given in order for you to keep your channel up. Then you decide to come on a live show and air out your personal grievances because it ain't business. You air out your personal grievances. Then you go on a 10-minute soliloquy talking about who you love and you love this person, you love that person, you love. And I made it clear after the fact, Darren Tillman, you don't love me. I know you don't. I've got a gold personal saying, actions speak louder than anything you can ever say. And my guy, everything that you have done for the last 2 years says you have a whole lot of hate and animosity in your heart. Especially when you run and you hang out with the ops. Teddy Boy, Slitter, that clown, who has no idea what the word intellectual or intelligent means. But he gratified it on the live stream and said, "Oh, I'm gonna give my opinion on the team. I don't waste time doing research or breaking down film." That's a short way of saying you just a dumb, lazy motherfucker. You've been in hiding for 2 years, my guy. You've been in hiding for 2 years. What happened 2 years ago, you brought your ass up here on a live stream, got intellectually checked in a clown ass drunk with no common sense. But then you figure since ain't nobody mentioning your name, it's safe to come outside and spew, you know what I'm saying, assholish rhetoric. Okay, you and Puppy Woo Woo, aka Wolf. Y'all think that wannabe controversial bullshit slides for being informative? No, I don't. But we can get some shit real clear. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't man enough to say what you feel and mean what you say when you do come on the show, don't go nowhere on anybody else's podcast and throw little shit, slick shit out. Okay, especially when you on a respected man show like Coach Unchained and you have a whole crash out moment about a guy that wasn't even playing and is not even gonna play. He's on IR.
Exactly.
This is the reason why you can't get on, you can't catch the link. Yeah, if you noticed that over the last couple of weeks, Mr. Tillman? Huh? Have you noticed that? But you try to take your personal grievances out on a live show and claiming to love everybody. No, that bitch asses don't fly. Because have you tried to have a man-to-man conversation with Mad Mike since then? No. You've been too busy pillow talking. That womanly vaginal bullshit. And you run out here in witness protection, hanging out with Teddy Boy and them other fools that used to be, that started out from this very same platform of Mad Mike Sports. That don't have any balls to do manly things, like sit down and have a grown man conversation. See, y'all sucker ass motherfuckers got to learn something when it comes to adulting. Cause you ain't doing that. This some second grade ass bullshit. When you hide out on other folks' shows and have little slick shit to say. Man up, bitch nigga. Man the fuck up. You got a problem, deal with it like a man. Don't hide nowhere else in somebody else's chat or on somebody else's podcast and say little slick shit.
Like,
Cause over there riding with that little redneck, drunk ass, pocketbook carrying ass fucking Slitter.
Slitter better find something.
It's not an intelligent move.
I'm gonna say this.
Climbing up, hold on, climbing up and clicking up with a bitch nigga like Titty Boy is not an intelligent move.
Mm-hmm.
Now we really tried to take the high road and move on and do informative shows about the sport that is and the sports that we cover. But you bitch ass motherfuckers just don't get it. Don't get the motherfucking message. And once again, you got to get your damn girdle pulled down and your skirt pulled up. Now, if I remember correctly, Mr. Tillman, your ass, what did you tell Mike? You don't work for him when he was trying to help you keep your shit. And you proceeded to lose your channel. You sat there and lied on that damn live and how about you want to solve the problem, get everything straightened out. But everything you've done since then, the last 40 days, sir, it's been everything such. Everything except being a grown man. Everything except solving the problem. Everything except moving in a positive direction. And you want to co-sign an ignorant, do-nothing ass, know-nothing ass fucker like Slitter? Yeah, keep him straight. Yeah, that's right. Tell him that. You did something. Motherfucker, please. You can't even put together a topic and make intellectual sense out of it. Because if you could, you'd be doing better than what you're motherfucking doing. You know, I'm here to tell you, as what was it that you and your boy called me? Security. Yeah, security is telling you straight up, find something intellectual to do. Cause that little girl shit y'all over there doing, sitting in the sandbox talking about folk, trying to take subliminal shots. It's fake. It's fraudulent. It's childish. It's immature. Then you could tell a lot of you ain't got no balls because you can't take constructive criticism. You can't take your little so-called quote-unquote sports tape being analyzed, broken down, and you being questioned. Otherwise, that half you motherfuckers wouldn't run and go hide somewhere else or go attend the Panthers podcast on a weekly basis. Or get together with motherfuckers you know we don't fuck with and you know and rue high and pillow talk and cake walk and stiletto walk like you've been doing. I said the week after you got in the show and said that shit, you know, I love Mike, I love K-Styles, I love. No, you don't. You ain't got an ounce of it in you. You ain't got a bit of man. Your heart pump Kool-Aid. All of you. You, Wolf, Slitter, Red Swarm, Three Daddy, Anthony White, all of you. Heart pump Kool-Aid. Because you can't stand up to a straight up intellectual, hard fought conversation. I tell you, what is my saying all the time? Don't hit sin on stupid shit. Don't get on live and say stupid shit if you don't want your dumb ass shit broke down and criticized. Now I can tell you this, little. I work 5 days a week, my guy. And I got a show every day of the week. Now, some people may not agree with some things that I say or agree with my takes. It is what it is. That's why it's a debate show. That's why we call it, you know what I'm saying, debating the topics, the issues, and being able to, you know, hand out the information to support or not support whatever the topic may be. As it goes along, as another name that I was given, the historian, talk about the history of the game, quote stats, quote moments in history of said team or teams. You ain't got it in you. You just ain't got it in you. The bullshit, the bitch assness that's been going on, it's not a good look. And y'all, excuse me, I really had my intentions on actually, you know what I'm saying, talking about some other things, but you know, when bitch ass bullshit like this comes to my attention, yeah, I play my goddamn part as security. Because Bad Mike is far from a clown. And his platform shows that, proves that. Yeah, I support that guy because he gave me an opportunity to do exactly what I'm doing right now off of his platform. So you run around here on that bird game bitch ass bullshit and you can't see the forest for the fucking trees. And Slitter, you don't have time to do research because you can't read. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You can't read for drinking. You can't read for being stupid. Just because you have an opinion don't make you smart. I've said some things and sometimes that where I end up being corrected. I stand corrected. Have no problem with that. And if the information supports it, hey, you see that's the problem with you idiots. Y'all can't stand to be correct. Too busy trying to be right, be dead ass wrong. Those that plenty of them been trying to be right and try to prove us wrong. And many have tried and failed. But when you not in this space and you're somewhere else with your chest post out, you know what I'm saying, talking tough. yeah, talking tough. But you and I know better, right, Mr. Tillman? You and I know better. You and I know better, Teddy boy. You want to be keyboard warriors. That y'all get together in your little cluster and be chirping like little bitches, which is the best that you can goddamn do. Because obviously, face to face, nose to nose, eyeball to eyeball, you know what I'm saying, really debating a topic that you ain't good at, as seen by Mr. Tillman a couple of weeks ago on Coach's show, straight crash out. But you want to get up and Slither's chat and co-sign his fuckery. You want to get on the show with Teddy Boy and them other lame ass, buster ass niggas that ain't got no guts, no heart pump Kool-Aid, and take little subliminal shots. Don't be subliminal. Say what you mean and mean what you say. I do. We do. Hence, that's why we the unholy alliance. As proven time and time again. You ain't got time to do the work, my guy. You ain't got time to do the research. Why are you on him? Cause that supposed to be controversial bullshit. It might get a little attention there, but people want to be informed. People want their thoughts to be fed and triggered to get more information. Y'all don't have a cohesive thought between the four of you, let alone a conclusive show. And at the current rate I'm doing 5 of them. Yeah, Monday through Friday. Yeah, Slither, sure do. We got every day of the damn week covered. Sure do. And people tune in to get informed, entertained, and conclusively understood. Do we get a little rowdy every once in a while? Yeah, of course. But it's original. It's authentic. Unlike you paper-minded motherfuckers. I lay it out there. Got a problem with it? Come talk about it. Quit hiding behind your pillow talking. Don't have your little talk on back meetings. Come talk about it. As some have found out, I can repeat anything I say on L to your face.
Mm-hmm. He ain't lying about that. He will do it. So I'm gonna say
With
this.
all this goddamn baby back bullshit and co-signing whole shit. When you didn't say you weren't saying none of that shit when you was on the line, goddamn with the man. That man tried to help you keep your goddamn channel. And what you tell him? Man, Mike, I don't work for you. Then you proceeded to lose your shit. You had to start over. Shit moving slow, if not moving at all. And, you know, be quite frank, truthfully honest. You don't have an identity because you don't know who you want to be. That's the difference between us and y'all motherfuckers. Everything over here is original and authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Mike is himself. K Styles is himself. Tactician is himself. Fresh is himself. Coach is himself. Truth is himself. Mr. White. There was a blueprint to it. That's why I'm a third generation. And myself. Youngin is himself. Franchise is himself. Slim Reaper is himself. Don, one of the heavy hitters, one of the originators is himself. You can't be yourself. That's a you problem. It's not our problem. That's a you problem. You ain't got the time, you know what I'm saying, other than drinking slither to do research to back up some of that dumb shit you be saying. That's a you problem.
And I'm a OG. You mind if I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
So I know y'all heard everything my uncle said. Don't think he won't say that shit to your face because he ain't somebody to be played with. So I'm gonna say this one more time. Find something better to do and stop playing with grown folks. Because it's not gonna be a good day for you. I'm telling you now. Find something safe to do. You Blackberry, all you found. Find something safe to do, okay? Because it's not gonna go. It's not. Okay? And don't think I don't see y'all this evening, because I see all that shit. Okay? So you might want to find for your feelings there. So all that rap and all that girl shit y'all doing, find something safe to do, please. It's all you, It's all you. And that's all I got for you.
Just being dumb and uninformed, it ain't cute.
It's not.
Okay. Us as content creators. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Content analysis to inform the masses. That's what we do. That's what we do. We preview games. We recap games. We do post game. We do halftime. We do post games. Okay. We criticize. We may not do it 7 days a week, but we do criticize. We analyze it, break it down, and move on to the next. And you're right, ATL. They out here 38 high and want you to say 38 high every day of the week. You open your mouth to say something about the Falcons.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry. That's beating a dead horse.
Exactly.
Okay. Y'all, everybody that's been watching since Monday know what I've said about the team. From the defense to the offense to the coach.
Yep.
Everybody out here, hopping mad about no sacks. Okay, well, let's look at breakdown. Quarterback pressure, quarterback hits happen, disrupting in the backfield. Baker was not comfortable. But I ain't heard now. So I hear missing the 5 dropped interceptions in your hand interceptions that would have been game changers. Okay, had a whole conversation yesterday about the offense and whether it was thought to be conservative or not. Everybody looking at it because MPJ, threw for almost 300 yards. Well, it's obscure, look at his numbers. How is that? I mean, the run game was not working. We gave shout outs to Tampa Bay for that because they did a damn good job in run defense. All right. And the passing game was working. MPJ was doing some work. It'd have been one thing if his numbers looked like Baker's. Baker threw the ball 37 times, completed 16. That's 21 incomplete passes for 168 yards. I would understand the criticism of the play calling if Penix's numbers was that. But it wasn't. Almost 300 yards, touchdowns, no turnovers. Problem is, our ding badass kicker went wide right to take us to overtime. And y'all and people know what I think and feel about Cool right now. Same thing I felt about him last year with the 9 kicks he missed last year. So to say that we don't criticize, you must didn't hear the post game show. You must didn't hear the Monday night show, the Monday afternoon show from me, the Monday night show from the originators. You must didn't see, my show on Tuesday. You must didn't see my show on Wednesday. You must didn't see the heavy hitters on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And then even the conversation about Zach Robinson on yesterday. There was some, it wasn't a lot, but there was some criticism. Yeah, we could have ran the ball. We could have made some different attempts in the run game. And I even called out the 2 plays that I felt like he shouldn't have called, in the run game. I mean, there is criticism. May not be to the level that y'all wish. Y'all want us to be standing on top of a damn the Empire State Building size soapbox all week long. No, that ain't what we do. It's post game on Sunday. We break down the defense on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Break down the offense on Wednesday. By Wednesday, turn the quarter into the next week. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And we take questions and statements from our delectable live chat and respond.
A lot of you niggas don't even do that. I'm gonna tell you what. I know what y'all doing. See, when y'all, I'll be watching y'all shows. Don't think I'm watching. When y'all have comments and people asking y'all questions, get an answer.
I mean, and look, and this is from a guy, a young man that is in all of our chats all the time. And look,
fool me on the defense. I didn't wrong way. See? How? I mean, so let me ask you this. So and when you have a show, shouldn't you be more respectful to see who's commenting on y'all stuff? You would think that, right? right?
Yeah.
But
And Mucho, I talked about that too.
on that top,
As well as MPJ was throwing the ball, there were 8 drops.
yeah. You talked about the drop interceptions too. You talked about all that stuff.
Hey, I don't think them niggas understand.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
I don't think they understand. Well, see, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep that King Ridge, you know what I'm saying, on the low. You know what I'm saying? Landrum on Deerfield. I try to keep that on the low. You know what I mean? I try to keep that part of me on the low because they don't need that energy. They're not worthy of that energy. You know, I mean, but just saying. And yeah, ATL went over the play with Mike Six. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? It's they. You know, you got the six man. All know we should have won the game with the Bucks, and every man sees that coaching is still somewhat of a problem. You know, it's still up for debate. You know, like I said, that was a typical NFC South. You know what I'm saying? Game mucked up, yucked up. It really didn't have no flow to it. I mean, you know, on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's a typical NFC South game. You know, some big plays here, big plays there, not so big plays here, not so big plays there. It's just what it was. It's like it always is.
Yeah.
You know, we just didn't come out on the winning side. There's a lot of things we could point to as for the reasoning of the result. There's a few things I have pointed them out. The rest of the guys in the Alliance have pointed it out on different shows. You know what I'm saying? There has been criticism. There has been high-end criticism, especially Sunday afternoon and Monday night. Okay? You know, like somebody said, we're not going to satisfy everybody. Did you speak on that pass at Hodge and all of them? Yeah. Yeah, you know, because everybody was crying about not getting those sacks. Yeah, that we should have had 4 sacks. Yeah, but like I said on yesterday, to me, and like I said on Monday, to me, the bigger issue was the drop picks, the 5 drop picks. I mean, because when you look at it, defensively, we were getting pressure. We had hits on Baker. Okay, there was disruption in the backfield. We made him throw errant passes. Okay, we did. We just didn't, you know what I'm saying, close the deal on the sack. But if the even bigger picture on the back end, we dropped them 5 interceptions. We talking about 5 game-changing possible plays. And everybody keeps saying, all in their feelings about sacks. You go back and pull up the tape and look at them picks that were dropped. AJ dropped 2 that he had in his hand. Bowman dropped 1. X dropped 1. And Hughes dropped 1. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to have something that was key to be angry about, those would have been it. Them 5 drop picks. Just saying, you know, with that little bit. Yep, exactly. The picks could have been turned into points. Putting the ball back in Penix's hand. You know what I'm saying? Because he was dueling. He was working in there. You know what I'm saying? He was getting us in there. You know, it was some rhythm going to build. Mr. Knight said, knowing this fan base like I do, we won't be long until they turn on MPJ the way they keep complaining about the team. Yeah, you know what? You know, they're gonna turn on Do-Rag Shawty. Especially if they, you know what I'm saying, it's already to that point. Look, when he made that run, look, he should have been doing this. He should have been doing it last. I'm like, look, he's not that cat. He has not been that take off and run cat since Indiana University, where he got his knee tore up. He is a pocket passer at his finest. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he is. That's going to be the main reason why they turn on him. Lucho said, I also count the drop passes because few of those could have been points. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, that's true. You know, it just, here's something that part of the game, the flow of the game, the way things happen. You know, who knows? If we made the kick, probably got to overtime, and boom, made it happen. You know, who knows? Who knows? It's just right now, if you really truly understand it, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said on yesterday, it's a process. You know, Zach got to he got to work. He's gonna work it out because I saw some good play calling from him on Sunday. I did. A lot of people may not agree, you know, but he made some good calls. He's got to figure out, you know what I'm saying, a more aggressive way to get the run game in flux in play. You know, but on the other side of that, hats off to Tampa run defense. They were not budging. That was just a factoid. You know, turning the corner, you know what I'm saying, into Minnesota, watching their game against Chicago, I saw some things that we'll be able to capitalize, that I think we can capitalize on defensively against them. Because JJ ain't seen us. JJ ain't seen us. And I definitely think that we can run on Minnesota. I believe we can run on Minnesota. Tonight said there's going to be some growing pains with the young players on defense. Yeah, and then that factor too. That factor too, Mr. Knight. We're one of the younger teams in this league. We're one of the younger teams in this league, you know. And you know, doing this development and growing and this chemistry coming together, there are going to be some growing pains. Ghost, what's happening? Yeah. I alluded to that on yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It got to get some more aggressive, and yeah, you can use the word creative to, you know, exact the run game. As far as the pass play calling, I really didn't have a problem with it. And a lot of people, you know, were in their feelings because it just wasn't enough, you know, 80-yard bombs, if you will. You know what I'm saying, in the play calling. You're not gonna satisfy everybody. It just, you know, it is what it is. But he was getting the ball moving down, you know what I'm saying, in some of those, you know, pass plays that were called. You know, it is what it is on that fact right now. You know, whether it be creative or more aggressive or both. I just, you know, we put up 20 points. I'm not gonna say that that's bad, and you know, it is it's good, but it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I figured we was going to score 20 plus points. In this case, we had the opportunity to do it, missed it. To be in there overtime. Again, there's some contributing factors. 5 drop picks. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna stand on that from as far as week 1 goes. Week 2 in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, against a young quarterback. You know, and they're gonna come out and try to do some things because their star, their one of their star weapons was relatively quiet in that game. I mean, by Jefferson's standards, he was relatively quiet in that game. So I think they're going to come out and try to, get him the ball early, get him in rhythm early. We got to be ready for that. I think up front, we continue to do what we was doing, get disruption in the backfield, get pressure on, get home on the sacks, all right, get home on it, you know what I'm saying? But, the disruption, the QB hits, the pressure, make him throw errant, you know what I'm saying, pass it like we did Baker, you know what I'm saying? And if he puts something in our hand, we got to hang on to it. Which I said, overall, we did a little better than last, so much more improvement. I'm ready to put this behind us and get ready for Minnesota moving forward and seeing how we can get better. Fact. I don't like the fact that we consistently ran the play clock down to zeros. That should irritate. Well, the utilizing your time, as far as the play clock goes, I think it has to get effectively better. There was a few times that, what I'm saying, we shot ourselves in the foot with that, but and we in Minnesota Sunday night. Hitman is going to be available, which is an additional, weapon on the back end, or even in the linebacker room, and especially in some of the nickel packages. Mooney, and see, Drake, they're calling it a not so deep bruise. They listed it as a sprain, but they're calling it, a bruise. But he's getting on the plane as well. Mooney's going to be available, so there's going to be some things there. Agnew is not going to be available, and somebody else is not making the trip. But that's the dealio on that right there. As understood, we Unholy Alliance, man. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all the information, and here comes my guy. Okay, what in the world? I don't know what's happening. What is happening? What's happening? I'm trying to get you in, I don't know what's going on, Mike. I can't, for whatever reason, it's not showing for me to bring you onto the stage. I see you back there. Okay, well, yeah, try to come back in. I'm trying to get Mad Mike in here, but for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me, come in for whatever reason. She Let me see what's going on. I know he wants to come on. What? Okay, that's interesting.
What the hell you mean you been hacked?
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Okay. There you go. There you go. What's up, sir?
Well, we have those programming update.
Yeah.
We will not be going on at 6 o'clock. We pushed it back to 8 o'clock. Uh, Want to get
What the hell?
That's some okay. That shit is weird as hell, man. Y'all screen was black. What the hell you mean?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Crazy
Mike,
shit.
I don't know what happened. You popped out. I don't know if he did it on purpose. Um, I know at 6-man show is at 8:30, I believe he said. Um, they had told me that they was pushing the show back, earlier. I was actually about to mention that, uh, but yeah, it was. I think that was me. You know what I'm saying? My fingers are kind of big, so I'm trying to push something that's small on the screen to, and then I may have matched something else. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
your fingers walk over there. Goddamn.
But yeah, y'all cranking it up at when? 8:30
At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we crank
and
it up at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Was there anything else you wanted to add there, sir, or speak on, or you know?
Simon, what are you hinting at? You look like you hinting to something.
Well, I mean, I spent a few moments on the bitch assness and addressed the puppies and the childrens and the shooters
The
and
critters and the
whatnot.
critters and the wooders.
Uh-huh. And all, and made it perfectly clear and addressed all stupidity. If you care to, if not, you know what I'm saying, we could, continue on with the actual football conversation. There is something going on. I don't know why he popping out.
I don't understand.
Don't know. But yeah, we in all intents and purposes, I think we'll be ready for Sunday night. That's gonna be a long day. With them playing it on Sunday night, but um, you know, it's. I think everything's gonna be okay. Um, yeah, I think so too. Mike doing the Jack in the Box. Hey, I mean, y'all in the chat, man. If you got a question or something, you might want me to, what I'm saying, speak on one of, question for us. Feel free. So we'll try to answer to the best of our ability. Um, spread it off to the end or whatnot. Um, been here for an hour. If I spoke on everything I spoke on and everything's good, and what I'm saying, y'all content with that. Um, it'd be just a setup. You got the guys at 8 o'clock. I'll be back same time tomorrow, Falcon Friday at 5 p.m. With the game preview. You know what I'm saying? we try to see what Truth got going on. We try to have something propped up for the Atlanta Dreams playoff chances and playoff push that they start on. You know,
I have no idea what's going on. I think it may be StreamYard tripping again, yo.
okay. But yeah. If there's something you would like to express or feel the need to,
yeah, that's what it was. I will, like I said, we'll kind of go over this.
Yeah.
Tonight, 8:00, 6MK live, but
yeah, because I think I teed it up pretty well.
You did.
Yeah, I think I teed it up pretty well, and I think the message has been sent. Security check has been made.
Oh, absolutely, for absolutely sure. I just, hey man, one thing I'll say this is that I'm not surprised at this moment about said event. Like I said, we'll kind of go over that. We've already been over it, but you know, when you like getting your booty hole tickled, you do stuff like this. So I'm really not that surprised. To be honest, like one thing
I can tell y'all this much. I'm more pissed off about it than he is.
I am. I like he really is. Like I said, for me, there's there's a certain image when it comes down to me that is perceived to be the truth, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But this is what people do. And one of the easiest thing that people can do and go to is saying, you know, you have a fake idea of people trying to hate on you. I don't think people trying to hate on me. I don't think so. I just think when you're in a certain spot and atmosphere and then people see love around you, people when people see love around you, they kind of get jealous about it. And that's what I see. Because there ain't nothing but love around me. All the people that's around me, they get exactly that from me. They get a bunch of love. They get a lot of respect. And you get your ass smoked up in this group. You out of line. Everybody get it. So at the end of the day, man, like I don't lose any sleep over it. I come to expect it, to be honest. But there's a saying that goes around. There's a saying that goes around. Is hoe niggas do hoe ass shit when they can't get their own hoe in check. And I think that right there is something that you can live by. Hoe niggas do hoe ass shit when they can't get their own hoe in check. And that's what I'm gonna leave it. And we'll explain that tonight on 6MK Live as to why things are the way things are. I don't think people hate me. I just think people like to be in a certain spot that they didn't work hard enough to obtain.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, and I was garnered the nickname security by one of the actual haters. I be that. I wear that like a badge of honor. Motherfucker, sure do. Because I appreciate the opportunity that was given to me, unlike you, dumb son of a bitch. And I took full advantage of it. I do the work. As illustrated before me, and tidbits are given, you know what I'm saying, in order for my channel to stay on working. Hint much. Hint.
Yeah. I was deemed security myself.
Mhm.
Because when I was awarded and afforded an opportunity, what I tell people all the time with Dan, I was given the moniker of I got my like they Dan pretty much said, man, you got the streets on lock. He told me I got the streets on lock. People really, you know, they admire how hard we work. And people who support us, they know that they can come to us and have a legit conversation, and we don't hide behind our social media platforms. And in fact, if several people know for a fact that if they have a question with me, I'll leave them a message or I'll leave them a voice message. I literally have these conversations with people. So ain't no fucking fake. It ain't. Look, I don't even like to use that real shit. I don't like to use that fake
No,
shit.
no, no,
People
no.
know.
We
People,
authentic over here.
we authentic. So you're gonna get exactly what you're gonna get on and off all on and off these live shows. Like I said, you see us in real life, we exactly who we are. Like I said, we ain't real. We ain't quote unquote fake. We are who we are. And some people can't take that. Um when the entire world has turned against you, your the whole niche has turned against you because of your words and your actions, um and nobody really respect you. You try to go out of your way to demand respect from people. You can't demand respect. Respect is what it is. Respect is what it is. It speaks for itself.
Yep.
Respect speaks for itself. You can't demand anybody to respect you. You move how you move, you say what you say, and you stand on your word. And if you don't stand on your word about what you say you are, reality sets in. And reality set in for a lot of people.
Yep. Reality set in when they thought it was over with, and he came back even stronger with a stronger team. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. All right. The opportunity I was given afforded me the opportunity to sit in the room with Terrence Methods, to sit in the room and have a conversation with Jesse Tuggle, my fucking Falcon idol. So fuck whatever y'all got to motherfucker say on that. Fuck you. Can't tell me shit about this over him. Can't tell me shit, not a motherfucking thing. You lame ass cows can go do just that. Be a bitch and roll over in traffic. And what?
And that right there is the bottom line. That's the
Fact.
bottom.
Look, like I said, you got the fellas, they coming on at 8. This episode of OG Thursday Thunder is in the books. When we did talk about the ball game, you know what I'm saying, talk about the league. I hope y'all were entertained as well as informed. That is our mission when we do this. Okay. I think everything's been said that needs to be damn said. Right.
Yeah.
We always keep it A. We definitely gonna keep it dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Most notably, you got to keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice. We out.
Deuce.